Welcome to Gain Mobility Online. Today our focus is something slightly different. We are just looking at getting moving and opening up the whole body. So we will just move through 10 reps of each exercise or each posture twice, but it's constantly moving and something a little bit different. Start in child's pose. So we kneel on the mat, place your hips on your heels, reach your hands forwards as far as you can and place your forehead on your mat. Take a few breaths here. Let the body relax into the floor. And from here, we're elevating ourselves in our child pose. So we want to bring the knees wide and the toes wide. From here, we pull forward to a plank position, so the shoulders are over the wrists. And then we exhale and push the hips back, keeping the knees off the floor the whole time, and then pulling back to that plank position. We just slowly move forwards and back, forwards and back. And we're looking for 10 repetitions. So 1 repetition is forward and back. We're looking for that 10 times. Keep breathing throughout and make sure we keep the hips low as we pull forward. Come back to kneeling, and then we take a big step forward with our right foot, pulling into that low lunge. From here, we take the weight onto the left hand, and then we drop the right elbow down and then rotate up to the ceiling. So as we rotate that hand up, we look up as well, and look to stack shoulder over shoulder, really opening up through the middle of the back. And the whole time we're pushing our hips forward. Again, we're looking for 10 rotations, so you drop and lift for 10 times on that side. When done, you come back to kneeling, step the left foot forward, and we do the same again. So we ground the right hand, inhale, lift the left hand to the ceiling, exhale and drop the hand or elbow down to the mat as low as you can. Keep breathing and keep pushing your hips forwards. After you've done your 10 repetitions, take the hand to either side of your feet, and then we step our back foot in, so we're in a forward fold. Just relax here a second. Take a few breaths, and then we're coming from our hamstring stretch into a squat. Now with the squat, you're more than welcome to lift your heels to get your hips as low as you can. If you can keep your heels on the floor, do. And then every time we come down into that squat, drive the triceps or the elbows onto the insides of the knees and just push those knees out. Look to lift your chest as high as we can. And once again, we're doing 10 repetitions, 1 hamstring stretch or forward fold into 1 squat. We then sit at the bottom of the squat in our last one, and we rotate. So we're rotating the right hand to the ceiling while leaning the left arm into the thigh. And then we switch, we bring the arm down and we bring the left arm into the thigh, and the right arm comes to the ceiling. So you inhale, rotate up, exhale and rotate down. Again, you're looking for 10 repetitions. When you're done, straighten the legs and relax into that forward fold. Step yourself back to child's pose and take a few breaths. Let your body just relax a little bit, bring your heart rate down. We are going through those 4 exercises again, starting with our elevated child's pose into that plank position. So come up to all fours, take your knees and your feet wide, hook your toes, and pull forward to your plank position. Then we exhale, push back into that elevated child's pose. So you're keeping the knees off the floor the whole time. Keep just dropping forwards and back. We're looking for 10 repetitions. You might find that your legs start to burn a little. This is okay. Just keep breathing and try and move through it. If you need to stop early, take a breath, and then join in again when you feel you can. After your 10, come back to kneeling, and we step the right foot forward, coming into our low lunge. Drive the hips forward, ground the left hand. We drop the right elbow before rotating up to the ceiling. Exhale down and inhale up. Just moving through as much as we can. Trying to stack shoulder over shoulder, open the chest, really get that rotation through the back, and keep pushing the hips forwards. We do 10 repetitions on the right side, come back to kneeling, and then we do 10 repetitions on the left. So big step forwards with the left foot, ground the right hand, and then we drop the left elbow to the floor, then rotate up. Left elbow to the floor and rotate up. Keep moving through. After your 10 repetitions, we bring that back foot forwards. Take the feet about as wide as your mat or in your normal squat stance if you know it. And we hold in that forward fold just for a second before we drop the hips and come into that squat. Again, you can lift the heels to get the hips low if you want to. But if you can keep those heels down, really go for it. Lift the chest as much as you can. Really look up and drive the triceps into the knee as you hit the bottom of that squat, opening up through the hips even more. Go for 10 repetitions. Before staying at the bottom of our squat on our last rep, and we then lean the left arm into the left knee and rotate the right arm to the ceiling. Rotate down and we switch. Try and keep your chest high, and as you rotate that arm up, look up. We go for 10 or 5 each side. Really rotating, getting that movement through the back, getting comfortable in the bottom of the squat. And after your 10, drop into your forward fold. So we straighten the legs and just reach as low as you can towards the floor. Take a breath and then step back and come into child's pose. Take a few breaths, let your heart rate come down. It's been a bit different today, and I hope you've enjoyed it. This concludes our session. Namaste.